Hi there, Colin Gwynn here with DJI. In this video, we're going to take a look at calibrating the IMU on your Phantom. Think of calibrating the IMU as standard maintenance, similar to the alignment on your car. If you drive on perfectly smooth roads at all times and you never hit a single pothole, you could probably go a long time without doing the alignment on your car. Likewise, with the Phantom, if it never gets bumped around, if it never crashes, you can go a long time without calibrating the IMU. Now, this is Adam, our director's Phantom, and he's a first-time flyer. He's learning and has had a little bit of bumps and dings and some crashes here and there, which is great, but he noticed that it wasn't flying quite right. It was kind of drifting a little bit. You can see that there's some marks here from the propellers and the landing gear leg is bent. It's kind of been through some dings and bumps, so it's a good time to align this car or calibrate the IMU on this Phantom. So we're gonna take a look in the software at the easy process of calibrating the IMU. So first, we'll go ahead and turn on our transmitter. Our throttle's down. We're plugged into the USB port. We'll power on the Phantom, and we'll take a look here in the software. I can move my sticks around and make sure that everything is connected, so it's recognizing the Phantom. That's good. Now right over here, we're gonna go to Tools, and under Tools, this is where we do our compass calibration and our IMU calibration. So the IMU calibration part up here, you see the gyroscope and the acceleration. So what you want to notice here is that on the gyroscope, it shouldn't be feeling any movement or anything other than basically being zero across the board right here if you're on a level surface. So to do this calibration, we want to be on a level surface, and what we're going to do is basically teach the IMU that this is level. So when I'm flying and I let go of my stick, I want level to be actually level, not a little bit tilted so that it's kind of drifting. And that can happen if it gets bumped around. It kind of gets confused. So what you have to do is plug in to the software, and you have to wait a little bit for the check IMU status, which just popped up, to be able to be pressed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say check IMU status, and you can see right there, calibration needed. Please click the button below to calibrate IMU. So we can see here that his mod value for his gyroscope here, that should be really close to zero. His is 1.5, 1.6, so that definitely needs an IMU calibration. That's going to cause some drift. So let's go ahead and you can do a basic calibration, which is just kind of a quick calibration that takes about 5 seconds, or an advanced calibration. I don't know, I generally just do the advanced calibration. It only takes about 5 or 6 minutes, and it just does a more thorough calibration. The basic is just like the advanced, it's just quicker. So I'll show you the advanced and you can do either. So the advanced calibration, we'll go ahead and click advanced calibrate. It says keep the main controller stationary and horizontal, so you want to be on a flat surface during the calibration, or recalibration is going to be required. So the calibration will take 5 to 10 minutes. Please wait with patience. So you want, while it's calibrating, don't shake the table, move it around, don't move the Phantom around. It needs to stay very still for 5 to 10 minutes to really learn what that level state is. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And here it says, please keep the main controller stationary and horizontal or not fly well, and you'll have to redo the advanced calibration. So it's just warning you again, keep it level, keep it stable during the process. So I say yes again. Now it says, please cut off the power of the master controller for 10 minutes, then power it back on. What that means is it's going to take up to 10 minutes to do the calibration process, but you'll see here that the main controller output down here at the bottom, it's already off. So the NASA assistant does that for you automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. Now the calibration process has begun. You can see some numbers moving around. And what we're going to do at this point is just give it a few minutes, 5, 6, 7 minutes generally, to do the calibration process. We're going to let the table stay very still. We're not going to bump it around or move around the Phantom during this process. And after this green bar goes all the way across, it'll reboot, and we'll take a look and see what our numbers look like after that and give it a flight and see if it's holding its position a little bit better in attitude mode. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so as you can see, the calibration's done. It just does its reboot right there. And let's take a look at this mode value. It's down to 0.1. So this looks great. It's hovering between 0, 0.1, 0.2. So that looks really nice. The mode value of your acceleration should always be right around 1 because of your Z-axis. Obviously our compass, you can see that it's a little bit off because we're on a metal table, but This looks great, so now we can go ahead and unplug from the software. We can reboot the Phantom. We'll power cycle by unplugging the battery, plug it back in, let the IMU calibrate, and let's see if she's flying a little bit better. Nice smooth takeoff. And she's hovering really nice. So we've done a successful calibration of the IMU. So this is great. We've now essentially fixed the flying characteristics of this Phantom. So good luck.